Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Stafford. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 115 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Stafford. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the man, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. On play action, Rodgers. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. They'll get this out to Kamara. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And not much doing here. Maybe a yard up to the 23. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. The Packers at 12-1 now to start play. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, I'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the 50, it's Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. To try again after the sack. Stafford, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Harris returning. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He's been a busy man here this first half as he gets it away. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Completed out left to Doubs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw right side, hauled in by Doubs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And again, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we come upon half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He hits Doubs on the crosser. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down? So right now, instead of warp speed, it's snail's pace. A snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This pass complete to Melton. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the 3rd quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An inside give to Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. The offense on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Stafford. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to roll it out of bounds. Certainly incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Up the middle, Jones. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Dillon now off the option. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again at Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers' D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They'll go again to Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field.